all 575 calories of it. So in the spirit of the Disney parks being the happiest place on earth, I went to Disneyland and tried every single food item. Here's what I ate and if I would do it again. Now, this was not an easy task because even though Disneyland is small, it has some seriously delicious food. In fact, I walked away wanting to try even more. So let's just jump into it. First up is the churros. And fun fact, did you know that the very first churro stands were built right here in Disneyland back in 1966? And these are made fresh all day long from a family recipe. The original flavor is cinnamon sugar, and they also have a chocolate and a seasonal pumpkin spice. Now I went for the OG cinnamon sugar. It is everything you want a churro to be, crispy on the outside, fluffy inside, and the perfect amount of sweetness. However, I had a really tough time finishing it. They are $18, which is expensive for a snack. And after a while, it kind of felt like I was just eating a giant cinnamon sugar cigar. So would I eat it again? Probably not, unless it was right after exiting an amazing ride like Space Mountain or Pirates of the Caribbean. Next up is the corn dog. I got the regular sized one with the chili cheese dog. Inside there's a hot dog with mustard and relish. Outside it is covered in cornmeal batter. This is something that I would get again and again and again. It is delicious. It's perfectly golden hued. It's incredibly juicy and the perfect blend of salty and spicy. Okay, so this next one does not fit into any category. I just saw a dude walking around with a banana and chocolate sauce all over his face. And I was like, hey, sign me up. Turns out it's part of this new dessert called Chocolate Banana Surprise, and it is bananas Foster meets a chocolate banana smoothie. So this dish is bananas, cinnamon, rum, vanilla ice cream, and then the whole thing is drizzled with chocolate ganache. And then they light the whole thing on fire because why not? And then it is smothered in whipped cream. All of this is absolutely insane. First off, it tastes amazing. The bananas and the cinnamon are deliciously caramelized. The rum adds a nice boozy depth and then the ice cream cools it all down. The chocolate ganache adds a nice contrast with its dark chocolate bitterness, and the whipped cream adds a nice contrasting texture. Plus, how freaking cool is it that they set it on fire? So yeah, I would definitely get this again. So at Disneyland, there's a sweet shop called Marceline's Confectionery. It is named after Walt Disney's hometown, and it is filled with nostalgia and candy and fudge and caramel apples. Now I went straight for the apple because it looks so beautiful. The caramel is smooth and buttery. It is covered in pecans and then finished with some white chocolate. I bit into it and immediately regretted it. Like the second my teeth touched the apple, it just crunched. It was rock hard, and then inside the caramel was just as hard. I was expecting a delicious caramel apple, but instead I got a mouthful of rock. So yeah, would I get it again? Absolutely not. But luckily, the rest of the park's food was much better. So Disneyland has a lot of burger options, but the best one is H2O Glow Nights Burger. This is only available during the special ticketed event H2O Glow Nights, but it is worth going to the event just to try this burger. It's a beef burger with bacon, lettuce, tomato, onion, cheddar cheese, and then the whole thing is topped with a fried egg. It is massive, it is juicy, and it is delicious. This next one is a doozy. So New Orleans Square has this restaurant called Mint Julep Bar. It's a little bar that serves barbecue shrimp tacos, jambalaya, gumbo, all of that good stuff. But their most popular item by far is their mint julep. It's $14 and it's worth every penny. It's the perfect summer cocktail. It's made with black cherry lemonade and cherry lemonade, cherries and black cherry puree. It is super refreshing and it tastes like summer. In fact, it may have been the best mint julep that I've ever had. The grilled 3-cheese sandwich is something that I also highly recommend. It's made with provolone, cheddar, or mozzarella on a sourdough, and it comes with tomato soup. The flavors on this sandwich are fantastic. The bread is soft and chewy. The cheese is perfectly melty, and the tomato soup is nice and creamy. Okay, so naturally, I couldn't forget about the famous Dole Whip. If you're unfamiliar, Dole Whip is a pineapple soft serve that is 100% dairy-free. And it is rumored to be made from real Dole Whip. It's light and refreshing, it tastes exactly like pineapple, and it is the perfect summer treat. I did try it with a rum, and honestly, the alcohol doesn't really add anything to the Dole Whip. So I would say stick to the original. This next one is not for everyone. This is the crispy pimento cheese sandwich. It's 2 slices of crispy cheese stuffed with a jalapeno cheddar, tomato, and lettuce. This sandwich has a nice creamy texture and a great mix of savory and spicy. It does have a lot of spice, so keep that in mind when ordering. And then we have the strawberry shortcake. It's a classic Disney dessert. It's $15. It's on the pricier side, but well worth it. It's light and airy. The biscuits are fluffy and butter, and the strawberry shortcake isn't overly sweet. And then the whole thing is finished with some whipped cream and a drizzle of caramel. If you like your desserts extra saucy, then you will love the 3 olives and cherries. It's a scoop of coffee ice cream drizzled with chocolate, caramel, and butterscotch. It's covered in whipped cream and then finished with more cherries and chocolate shavings. The coffee ice cream is light and airy and has a great balance between sweet and bitter. Then the chocolate caramel and butterscotch really bring home the dessert. The Monte Cristo is another Disneyland classic. It's a deep-fried sandwich filled with turkey, ham, and Swiss cheese. It is covered in powdered sugar and then served with strawberry sauce. The Monte Cristo has a nice crispy exterior and a soft chewy interior. The flavors are nice and balanced. And then the strawberry sauce adds a nice burst of sweetness. Now, if you're looking for a healthier option, then check out the Harvest salad. It's mixed greens, roasted chicken, dried cranberries, candied pecans, and goat cheese. The ingredients are fresh and crisp. The chicken is nicely seasoned, and the goat cheese adds a nice tangy flavor. It's nothing crazy, but it's a solid, healthy option. And then we have the mushroom risotto. It's arboreal rice slowly cooked with butter and white wine until it becomes creamy and luscious. It's topped with porcini mushrooms, shaved parmesan, and then finished with some truffle oil. Risotto is one of my favorite Italian dishes, and this one did not disappoint. It is perfectly creamy. The flavors are rich and decadent, and the mushrooms add a nice earthy flavor. One of my favorite rides in Disneyland is Indiana Jones Adventure. And after you go through all those crazy twists and turns, you get to this gift shop where they sell blue milk. Now, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, so I had to try it. It's non-dairy. It's really just a blue-colored milk. It's not going to blow your mind, but it's really refreshing and really goes down easy. In Frontierland, there's a little stand called the Golden Horseshoe, and they sell a drink called Golden Horseshoe Lemonade. It's their take on the classic Arnold Palmer. It's half lemonade and half iced tea, and it's absolutely delicious. It's really refreshing, and it has a nice balance between sweet and tart. Now, this next one is super simple, but it's one of my favorite snacks in the park. It's the popcorn. It's just freshly popped popcorn, lightly covered in salt. There are several popcorn stands throughout the park. This one is outside the entrance to Haunted Mansion, and it's $850. The popcorn is super fresh and light yet fluffy and crunchy. And then the salt is nice and evenly distributed. I could eat this forever. The Cobb salad is another healthy option that I highly recommend. It's mixed greens, grilled chicken, avocado, tomato, bacon, blue cheese, and then the whole thing is tossed in a raspberry vinaigrette. The ingredients are fresh and crisp, and the flavors are nice and balanced. Finally, we have the Matterhorn macaroon. This is a chocolate macaroon filled with chocolate ganache, and then finished with some white chocolate and sprinkles. The texture of this cookie is really nice. It's chewy and dense, and then the chocolate and ganache is nice and decadent, and then the white chocolate and sprinkles are a nice touch. So I hope this video gave you some ideas of what to eat at Disneyland. Don't forget to stay tuned because I have a lot more Disney food videos coming soon.